It's always good to see a bunch of cars in the parking lot. All right, as you can see, we've launched at the Wrigley's Marina, and they've got everything from live shrimp to $3 Snickers. And I'm sure you're asking, why in the world did you buy a $3 Snickers? And the only reason is poor planning. I really didn't decide I was gonna go fishing until I was falling asleep in my bed. And I was like, you know what? I don't have anything going on tomorrow. And I typically don't even come fishing by myself. I find it much more fun to take people, and yeah, it's just way more exciting when you have somebody to share the moment with. So for today, I've got you guys. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it's very eventful for you. All right, just a light breeze out here. The water's nice and calm on Lake Catherine. Tide looks like it's a little high right now. We're literally 1 minute from the launch. Since we got a late start, I didn't want to waste any time fishing. So as soon as I dipped the boat in, I got my pole in. This is cast number 3 so far, nothing. But this is only one technique. I've got a cork with a live shrimp. All right, I've got this little bait. This might be a trick that y'all could use to save some money. This brand actually sells these like this, but I'm pretty darn sure that they make a mold and cut this plastic in half. So if you ever want a smaller plastic, you want to save some money, you could probably bust open your bags of plastic, slice them right down the middle, and double the amount of baits that you buy. Like I said, this company sells them like this, and just markets it as a smaller bait for smaller fish or for finicky fish or whatnot. Could be a cool trick to save on fishing bait. All right, we have arrived at the lovely Highway 11 bridge. Gonna give this a shot. All right, the water's always about 10 or 12 feet here, so you just leave it sink for just a second so it'll get to the bottom. And you can start jigging. Oh yes. Okay. Okay. All right, I threw that other bait. It was clear. I did not catch a single thing. I put this on. Forecast later. Yes. Got our first speckled trout keeper in the boat, baby. This is the color I switched to. It's just a little bit darker, a little bit more not as translucent as the other. It always feels good to get that first fish on the boat. Get the skunk off, get the fish on. Let's get another one. All right, since the last clip, I've caught a very small catfish and I missed one little quick bite. The tide is rolling in very hard this way now, and I'm pitching my bait underneath this bridge. It keeps coming right back to me, so I think I'm going to make a decision to go to the other side of the bridge and make this easier on myself, and my bait's just going to go under the bridge, and hopefully we're going to be catching more fish that way. Second cast on this side of the bridge. I got a big one, boy. That's a hammer trout. Get in the boat. Oh, 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 oh. Oh my God. Look at the tiny little bait that I used. Oh yeah, sorry I got no shirt on now. It's freaking hot. All right, look at this monster. 18 or so inches, tiny little 3-inch gulp minnow. Second cast. This is, I'm gonna tell you exactly how long it is. 16 and a half inches, at least 1.5 pounds. Second cast, can't believe that. All right, yeah, it's like November 6th in Louisiana, and it is hot. This is like 8:30 in the morning, and I'm already sweating. So I'll probably put a short sleeve shirt on in a second. But we got fish to catch, you know? I think this one's bigger. Oh, oh, please stay on. Oh my God. Dude, this is a hammer. Oh he's enormous. Oh my God, get in here, get in here. What is this? Oh, it's a redfish. No wonder why it's so big. Okay, okay, that's good. That's good. I got the net. I was gonna say if this was a trout, oh man, that'd be a record. Got him. Got him. Just a couple casts later on the same bait. Sorry you couldn't see the net job. I gotta get another GoPro on this boat. 22-inch red. That's perfect eating fish. Take that all day, baby. Heck yeah. Get that. Caught that big red on the same little 3-inch gulp. What a great bait. All right, we're gonna try a new technique. This is called a sliding cork. These come in a little pack like this. I don't prefer this brand because the string is actually a little bit too thick. I like the one that's a little bit thinner because these will actually get stuck on the eyes as you cast and slow your bait down. So this one's a little bit thick, but it's what we got for today, so we're gonna try it. The purpose of this is to keep your bait off the ground, but also it's to use a cork, but deeper water than 3 feet. So we're 12 feet of water, and let's say we want to fish the 8-foot mark, we're gonna run this little string 8 feet up our line and then put one of these little beads. So when you purchase one of these packs, make sure you get beads, little stoppers, or else your cork, this is gonna go right through the center of your cork if not. So make sure you get beads. And you need a cork that has a hole in it like this without the slit on the side, but without this wire. So if you were in a pinch, you could obviously clip the wire off of that. But you don't want one of these because you're not using this little stopper here, and if there's a slit here, it's gonna mess you up, so you don't want that. All right, so I'm sacrificing this bobber here in order to make this work. I'm gonna save the little bead that came with it. I say conditions like this, I mean fairly deep water where trout can be holding closer to the bottom, but not necessarily on the bottom. All right, I've now attached my swivel and I'm going with a 40-pound leader. It's a little overkill, but it's all I got. I learned a cool fishing hack from this guy. I used this here koozie, wrapped it around my Zebco line, and you can just pull out however much you want. When you cut it, that's where it stops. So if you got extra koozies lying around the house, super cool use of a koozie. Here's the rig in completion. So you've got your hook at the bottom, it goes up to a swivel, right? I put a little bead right here just so the sinker does not crush my knot. And then when you go up the line, this cork is gonna slide all the way up and it's gonna come back around and then it's gonna stop right here. So that's gonna allow my bait to drop down to about 8 feet deep, or you can select however far deep you want it. We're gonna see how this works and see if we can pick up some more specks. All right, so I'm gonna give it a flick. You'll see the little neon yellow line slide down the line until it hits the cork, and then you know that your bait is as far as it's going down. Hopefully when this gets closer to the bridge, we're gonna hook up with a big one. There he is, y'all. As promised. We got close to the bridge and we got a big old boy on here. I think it's a big red. If it's not, oh, he popped it. Oh, he was big. If it's not a big red, it was a big sheep. Although there's my cork floating over there. I lost the whole darn rig except for the little neon string. Man, that was a big one. Oh, he was too big. My 40-pound leader did fine, but my little 15-pound test broke at the swivel. What a shame. He was a monster. Oh, I wish I could have seen him. Oh, this one. Ah. They turn it on. That was 2 bites in 2 minutes. It's heartbreaking when you lose these big ones. Y'all, it's so hot. It's like 85 degrees. The name of the game is don't miss any bites. I already missed about 4 trout. You bite it one time, you realize it's plastic, you spit it out. you gotta be quick, man. A lot of times they bite it on the drop. So you don't feel them bite it until you pull, and then it's too late. Nice to still be getting bites though. The boats over there to the right, they keep leaving left and right. And I guess they're not having much luck. There's definitely still trout on here. Alright, we've got a new sliding rig with a new shrimp. Give it another shot. I dropped all my soft plastics on the ground. Things like that I just laugh about. Because life's too short to stress about stupid stuff. Train action. The water's actually pretty darn calm out here. The only reason I'm bouncing up and down like crazy is because the stupid shrimp crowd is calming out. Come on, baby! Go! Get trout! Oh, here comes the train! Oh, it's a little sheephead. Alright, alright. Nice spider. Look at that little fish. What a pretty fish. It's a little drum. Looks like a sheephead. But, alright, so here's a little lesson. He looks like a sheephead because he's got the black and silver stripes, right? But it's a drum because his bottom is completely straight. Hang on, my hand's in the way. Show you. They're very spiky. All right, here we go. This is what I'm trying to say. Right here, this line across, it's all flat. If this was a sheephead, it would be rounded right here. He's going back in. We ain't dealing with that. I like eating sheephead and drum, but they've got to be the right size. Not too big because they're a pain in the butt and they have worms, and not too small because that would also be a pain in the butt for no meat.
Where's the two-hander right there?
Okay, that's a two-hander right there. Look at that stud. Look at that big mama. Oh yeah. Oh, she's the biggest one of the day, 17 and a half. They're getting bigger. I have no idea what time it is right now. Ah! Don't lose me. So I've been here this whole time for like an hour fishing right under the bridge. And who would have known? 40 feet off the bridge is when I'm going to catch the biggest fish of the day. The biggest speckled trout, and I got another bite just now. Oh my goodness. Who would have known? Oh, I'm having fun out here, guys. Oh, it's another hammer. She's another big one, baby. It's a trout, too. This is awesome. Get in the boat. Oh, shit. Oh, I'm having too much fun by myself. I don't know why fishing is so much fun. It just is. It just is. It's another 16-incher. We're gonna move our sliding cord. It's been hooked up to a fish this whole time. What? What's going on? I have got a fish coming in sideways here. What is this? What? Is that a striped bass? What the frick? What did I catch? Yo, I've never caught this fish before. ever in my life. What is this? What is this? It looks like a bass. It's gotta be a striped bass. Striped bass, Louisiana? I don't know. I don't know what that is. I don't know. I've heard of people talk about Gaspergoo. Maybe that's what that is. I don't know. I guess I gotta go with it. Couple.
All right, you're still by here tonight?
Yeah. Can you do it through the app or the social?
Yeah, however you want.
Yeah. I don't know. Hang on a sec.
What's that? Sorry.
I thought I had a paper copy, but I don't see it in my tackle box right now.
All right. What's your social?
4-3.
Just give me a life jacket, please. Thank you. And do you have a throwable on the back? I see the fire extinguisher.
Throwable.
Yeah.
Throw it to myself.
Just gonna keep me up with LA 83.
Yeah, I got the registration in here, but not the. I was catching big ones right there. Big trouts.
Yeah.
Are you coming? What you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna put my side. Try to look at the fish. Striped bass?
What's that cast? No?
That's Casper.
No. But nice big trout still.
Definitely, thank you. Cool, man. All right.
Thank you.
They've been smashing it. If you go, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this place, but if you go further up, there's a catwalk bridge about 30 minutes this way. It's a big airport, right? There's a metal grate catwalk that goes out. You can't miss it. You just go towards New Orleans. It's probably, well, this morning it was probably like 16, 17 boats there on 2-3 pound trout. The key is if you get there in the morning, go there with live bait and fish with a drop rig. And, so they'll hook up about a foot up, leader on the bottom.
Yeah.
I mean, they're crushing it right
That's
now.
awesome. But you said like almost before you're in before the
Yeah, if you just head that way and you head towards like the Seabrook Bridge or something.
it's a little bit deeper hole.
Yeah, there's just a huge dredged out pipe when they built up that catwalk. The fish stay down there.
Okay, cool. You mind being on YouTube?
Huh?
You mind being on YouTube?
Yeah, man. I don't care. Part of it.
Cool.
All right, take care.
Have a good one. Alright, so y'all saw that. I didn't actually have my actual fishing license, but he was able to look it up, so that was cool. Nice guy, but he really ruined my fishing spot because they were literally right there where he put his big 350 in. But you heard, he said that's pretty cool. He was giving us a little tip on where to catch some big ones. I know that I'm legal, but I still got nervous as can be. And in fact, that was a striped bass, and I was wrong. I probably shouldn't have kept it. I was thinking I wanted to eat Gaspergoo because I've never tried it before, but I've never caught striped bass before either. So one way or another, neither one of those. I think the Gaspergoo is a 12-inch limit. Bass don't have a limit, and then so I'm guessing striped bass the same way. Who knows? That was a little bit risky to keep a fish that I wasn't 100% sure on. Did y'all hear when he said, "Do you have a throwable cushion on the boat?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna throw it to myself." Oh, sometimes I can't help but be a smart ass. Alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for the bridge.